Oh,
What up,
sorry.
everybody?
I'm still jamming out.
Hello,
yeah.
hello.
Welcome to the CC's Corner.
Yeah, what he
Every
said.
time it's a new one.
Holy Toledo, Minnie, Mama CC, Del Palmer,
Holy
growing
Toledo.
old. What up, John Lindsay? I think I hit them all.
Yep.
And the CC's Corner's
Holy
in here.
Toledo, John
Dale
Lindsay.
Palmer.
Yeah.
Growing old, as I put in there,
Which
good show this morning. Very, very pretty plants. Holy Toledo. I saw his
Woohoo!
beautiful garden a little earlier. Those
Congratulations,
new,
Holy Toledo.
Nice.
the Chad Westports that he's growing right now look beautiful. Oh, I was
Who,
looking at those
Toledo?
going,
Love that.
ooh, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I was sitting there going, oh, I need to grow out some. I grew one of the no joke, but
Man,
it
I
kinda
want to
had
get that no joke. I
a
think
lot
he's
of
out
issues,
again,
so.
and like every time I go to get it, he's out. I hear he's have it, and I bullshit around and don't do it, and once I get serious about it, it's not there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we all do that, and I'll be honest. It's one of Carl's favorite pastimes is window shopping.
Yeah.
So his window shopping only extends to when he finds something that he really, really super wants and then sends me a text. And it's kind of like, hey, take a look at this. Because he knows if I have the money, I'll get it.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to our favorite collection hobby, which is seeds. So, and he'll send me something and then he'll go, well, I wasn't expecting you to buy it.
I was just showing you what I found and saw.
I actually don't send them anymore unless I expect her to buy them.
Yeah.
I learned my lesson.
So,
I learned my lesson.
Yep. Because then especially if he sends me like a new strain or something on Dream Beans or something for Fast Buds that I know he loves. Like we just bought some of the Z-Berries just because they had a 10-pack and they were on sale. So I was like,
10 seeds for $24.
Yeah,
I couldn't pass that up. My favorite Fast Bud strain. Yeah.
Galaxy.
That's really kind of you, Cece.
Yeah.
You might hear a cat fight break out here in a second.
Okay. Well, I won't know if it's coming from yours or Kathy's. So usually at Kathy's we hear like garbage cans banging around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone's sort of calm right now. Sort of.
We got a little standoff.
We've got about 2.5 hours till her girls start to riot.
Yeah.
It's about the 2.5 hour mark.
About 2 hours they get a little restless, and then about 2.5 they're going, okay, now we're really into it.
Yeah. And some nights by the 2:15 she's holding
Galaxy, what up?
Bootleg. Tuna went up to my dad and was hissing at him. She did it twice, which is insane. I don't even know what's going on with that, but I don't know why she looked at my dad and was like, that's a good idea. I'll do that.
Hey, he probably deserves it. He's in a grumpy mood anyway. She can just feel like, get away from me.
Yeah, I think it was like they were like two mirrors to one another because she's like looking at him and he's looking at her and her tail's going. But
yeah, well, and speaking of the China junk, Carl's rig, he will be able to dab tonight. He may not be able to get all of them if he can get half of them because the rig is it is because it's kind of dying.
Gotcha.
One.
I had to go back to my
over
original.
Here is the new one's already dead.
It won't even power up. Completely toast. Yeah. And I've had to move back to the original one that I got.
Right.
I mean, they've only done between them roughly 7,000 dabs. I mean, in like 8 months.
He expects 70,000, so there we go.
Yeah, so
that's why I'm moving over to a desktop pretty soon.
Yeah, that's pretty much been his mission lately is see if he can find a desktop because anything that's going to be portable or have to change stuff on it constantly, it's not going to outlive him. I mean, it's not going it will not last.
I'm kind
I
of
really think we just need a Ghostbusters backpack situation. Just power back you up. Super lightweight, no pressure.
Yeah, either that or if any of the companies out there know of a product that will like really, I mean, if I can get like a full 6 months out of anything,
for real,
somebody that can take at least, we'll say, needs to be able to withstand somebody that dabs like 100 times a day at the most, kind of thing.
10
10
dabs an hour.
It's got to keep up with the needs of chronic pain also.
Like a dabbing hat, like they got the drinking hats. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
2 beers on the side. We need 2 dab rigs on the side with the hoses coming down.
Well, I've actually found a brand, and I've applied to be an ambassador for them. I just have to wait for my code to be approved. It probably takes a few days. I've got everything else except for my code doesn't work. And they make desktop vaporizers that you can actually put. They have a proprietary dab rig you can put on the top of it, so it becomes like an e-nail, but the heater comes up through the middle. And it's all safe inside of an aluminum tube. It's Elevate Glass or
Elevate Glass.
I would call it, Elevate. Just like the seeds, ELEV with the 8, and then it's glass. They've been around since 2004 in Colorado Springs. He was an electrician.
Okay, all right.
So
nice.
I think
he makes the same 3 products.
If they, I think they should reboot Transformers, and then you can be Dabbertron. And then you can have all the battery packs and the headgear, like Ruth said.
There we go.
Yes.
Dabbertron.
Yeah. Or we could be like Inspector Gadget and we'd be like, Dab rig.
That's a good one. Yeah. Even better. Go Gadget.
I don't even have to breathe it in. It's just in
Gadget Dabber.
Yeah.
Just insert dab chip.
Yeah.
It's in there.
Dab it.
But I'm wanting to get one of them. I think I'm gonna buy a cosmetic blemish one because they're about $60 less. And
okay. How much is that Elevate or whatever it is?
The least expensive one is the blemish one for $160 plus. Hold on.
It's a lot of money.
I'm about to smash this like button. Here I go.
If you buy it, it's $160 for the dry herb vape device, the whole device, and then it's an extra $50 if you buy it at the same time for the dab.
So you're getting dabbers and dry vape for $160
for $210.
$210. Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, this right here costs This is $199.
Yeah.
And it's lasted me less than 8 months, and I'm on number 2.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm like, I'd rather have a device that people. I mean, he has videos on his website of him shooting. They're on his YouTube also, I think, but they're definitely on the website of him shooting one of their mainline device, the Silver Surfer, with a 308 and a 223
shotgun
rifle,
12 gauge,
shooting through both of them, and they put new electronics and glass in them, and they work. He actually shows it in another video. It's on a shelf in his room in the dab video. He pulls it out and shows how durable they are. It's the one with the 238 holes.
Because I don't plan on doing that if I get one. So
right, me either.
Yeah,
I think it should last.
I mean, I'm pretty good at breaking things.
And it's repairable. It's repairable at home. Well, that's the thing I'm looking at with it because it's safe. And that's one of his in the dab video that he made on YouTube about the dab portion on the Buddha DVD vaporizer that I'm looking at getting. It's the Buddha vape, and it's a straight column. Okay. Looks about like this but bigger of aluminum, and you put it through the top. But it's safe. You don't get near the heating element at all because the heating element's just a straight ceramic heater about that big around. It comes up through the bottom, so it's like an e-nail, but you don't have the exposed heater. Because that's my biggest thing is I'm clumsy. I drop stuff. I break stuff.
Me too.
I touch hot things when I shouldn't.
That's me.
Look, it's funny you just said that. Look, I don't know if you guys can see that. That would be my blister I got today. Checking my glue gun.
2 fingers. She's doing the 2 fingers again too. You see, I got a blister on this finger, but I can't put this one out. So it's this one. I'm just giving you shit, Cat.
There you go.
All right.
There, I was separate though. Same girl. I don't love it. That's for sure.
You don't love
No.
A
Getting
blister
burned?
on your finger? No.
Yeah, you don't love
No.
getting burned? Why not?
No.
It's exhilarating, in my opinion.
I do it all the time.
For all of about 2 seconds, and then the pain kicks in.
Unlike
Oh,
my
I
wife,
actually like.
I also know not to
Blisters I don't like.
grab a hot metal pan out of the fucking oven
I mean, sorry.
without an oven
mushrooms.
mitt.
Didn't the mushrooms kick in then?
Oh, hey, you're on
I
mushrooms.
can see how that. Yeah.
Come on.
I can see.
I
it
just reached
without.
in there and then went, shit! Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, stop!
No.
It's like slow motion. I'm saying no, and she's still grabbing. I'm like, what are you doing? And then she goes, I'm like, yeah, you fucking idiot.
Hot!
Yeah,
Burn!
hot, burn, baby, burn, baby, burn.
My hands are burnt.
You want some more mushrooms then, since you don't have work tomorrow?
In a little bit, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because these are starting to wear off. I'm still getting a little bit of the happy, but they're, yeah.
Oh, well, we took
You
mushrooms.
should just bridge that little gap.
Oh, yes,
just
we
bridge
did.
them.
Nice.
Get that started.
Then it's time now.
Now.
Because if you're starting to come
Follow your
down,
heart.
you want to take them and not.
You want to hop
You
that
don't wanna come
train so
down.
you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well then when you get a
Nobody ever
chance,
wants
we
to
can
come
bring the
down.
bag in here.
Nobody ever wants to come down.
Be like Bush.
You don't want to come down and go back
wanna
up.
come
You don't want
yeah.
You don't want the roller coaster.
Yeah.
Yes.
Stay
So-
like Carl. Stay high all day.
Leveling out, you want to keep going back up.
I wish I could, but I'd probably end up killing my husband if I stayed high all day. So,
Well, don't say that online. That's not good.
oh,
Killing with
I mean,
kindness.
if
Killing with
see,
kindness.
I don't get high, so I can't,
With kindness.
Yeah, and kill him with kindness and love.
Mhm.
Oh, thank you. Yep. So I just got some from the gas station. So they're
Nice.
just little. It's called Wake and Bake,
Okay.
but I got them because they're
Yeah.
Amanitas, and I like Amanitas.
Yeah,
house
she's not
before.
not gonna murder me. I will
Right.
enjoy how I die. Trust me, guys.
You'll what?
Woohoo!
I wasn't clarifying. You did, okay?
I don't know. I love it all for
What?
y'all.
Going on.
What?
I don't know.
I just said I would enjoy dying. All I said.
Yeah.
All right.
If anyone knows me, they know
Love that for
I'm suicidal. So,
So, all right. So tonight,
Oh.
get on the show topic. We were supposed to talk about clones this evening. Yes, we are. We
We
are.
got time.
Yeah, we've got plenty of time
We talk
now.
about many things on this show.
Yeah. So,
I'm
I
one
mean,
of a
we're
kind.
only
Eskimo
like-
girls.
14 minutes in. So, I mean, all right. So,
Are we on a timer?
no, stop. Y'all, sorry. My cat is over here. I make notes, y'all. I'm a nerd because I'm going to forget everything I need to fucking say. So I have to write everything
too.
down so I remember. We
And I'll
are
still
fabulous, token white guy. We
Okay,
are.
good. How about yourself?
We
you
are
doing
either. We are waking and baking. I'm awake, and I'm baking on mushrooms.
Nice.
The rest of y'all will bake on whichever you partake in.
Got that right.
So, all right. So clones. I wanted to talk. I know we had talked to Chris from Clone to Home, and I'd sent him a message, but he didn't get back with me, so he's probably been really busy. So, hey, Luz. So I was listening to a podcast not too long ago. And because sometimes when I get to work and I'm just sitting there plugging away on the computer, I'll listen to something in between phone calls. So I started listening to a podcast, and what really struck me was the guy that they were doing the interview on was Dr. Darren Chaplin. And he was the first person in America to earn his PhD in cannabis horticulture. And he started talking about him going to school, what he did, what he learned, anything and everything to deal with regular plants, because he's worked with regular plants all of his life, vegetables, all that stuff. And then once he went to school, he got his PhD in the cannabis horticulture. Yeah, that word. Yeah. So, but it was really neat listening to him and the different studies that he's done. He did his initial thesis on the drybacks and drought effects on the cannabis plant. Most of it was the drought because he did some with a dryback, and there's a big difference between one and the other. And so that was an interesting topic. But there's one thing that kind of hit with home with me was the clones, because I was listening to him, the different studies that he's done on cloning cannabis, why we do the things that we do, what works for one person doesn't work with another. So it got me thinking as to different subjects about clones. And I was like, why don't we all just do a show and each one of us pick something different about clones to talk a little bit about on the show. So
I'm just here for you guys to get high.
Yeah, he's just here for the China junk. And to show some plants. So he's the entertainment. But I figured, if each one of us talked about something. So I asked Kat if she would do more, because she does a lot of outside gardening, more plants, trees, that kind of stuff. And if y'all have been looking at her Instagram, the Kiki Meow Meow, so cute. It's fun to say. That that she has been doing kind of like some little video hints about clones, and it was really cute. I liked it. So,
thank you.
But Rue, what part of cloning did you want to talk about as far as anything that interests you?
I think the main thing of cloning is like how the technique and like how you trim it up and do it. Like I said, we were talking about that, and I think, like I said, I've tried different methods and different ways and that, and I do believe that if you clean up all the stems or whatever you want to call, defoliate all up and down and just leave the two top leaves and kind of cut them off, it definitely helps the best. To me, like I said, I've got in this exact same cloning cocoa pods or whatever. You can tell that the ones that were cleaned up like that are definitely taken off quicker than the other ones. So yeah, I don't dome or nothing. I don't take my cloning super seriously. I want to try to get some kind of basically some kind of aeroponics thing to start making clones, where basically you get the little things, stick them down there, and they just start spraying on them every so often or whatever. That's where I really want to go with it. And then get a whole dome and everything on it. But right now with cloning, I just try different techniques. Try this way, try that way. Throw them in soil, throw them in cocoa, throw them in this, throw them in that, and just figure it out and try to just see what works.
Yeah, that we actually had been talking about getting an aero cloner. We found one. I'm gonna try it first. I found one that was halfway decent on Amazon, and I'm like, we'll just go buy that one and try it first before we either build or invest the money into getting something bigger.
How much was the one on Amazon you found?
It was like $50, wasn't it?
Okay.
Yeah, 50.
Yeah, it was like $50. It's a 5-gallon bucket series.
It's from Power Systems Grow, which is the company that owns that Master Blend nutrients that are fairly inexpensive. Master Blend's a 444. It's common in the inexpensive growing. Gardening and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's made by Master Blend, yeah. It's the same company.
I've been
looking at a nutrient line also.
So yeah, I want to get one. I was thinking about making one, but honestly, by the time you get down to all the parts and pieces, you're going to drop about $20-$30.
This one's a simple one. Comes in like I think it's a 3.5 gallon bucket.
Mm-hmm.
With a pump. The holes are already drilled in the lid with the collar. It uses the collar's kind of like the hydro bucket. You know, the little discs. And then it's got a pump with a sprayer already all in. It all comes as a kit.
Yeah.
So you don't have to try and get all the separate pieces. That's the hardest part. Is all of it starts to add up so fast.
No,
the pump.
Yeah.
And knowing what size pump to get is the hardest thing for me because there's so many different. Well, this guy says get this one. That guy says get that one. Like with our air pumps, I went with the biggest, cheapest one I could get. Yeah. I had a budget. And I wanted to get as much air moving through those lines for as little money as possible.
Yeah.
Because I want to hit. I want to at least. Yeah, because I want to at least get 4 to 8 lines coming off of that one pump. So at least 4 plants. But when we started with the air,
one of those pumps too, one of those bigger ones that you can just take the lines down and add lines or whatever. Don't have so many pumps and cords everywhere.
But like our pump, when we did it DWC, I actually ran. We started with one air pump, and we ran it in one tent, and then I ran an air line over to a different tent to run the DWC bucket that was in that tent by itself.
Yeah.
Like I connected 2 tents because the pump was that strong. I knew it could pump, and it bubbled fine. And we grew 2 different plants in that same tent on that one airline. Oh, not at the same time, but on that one airline. 2 different DWCs.
The theme is Halloween. You had a cat. You had leaves falling.
It's fall, y'all.
I even have a pumpkin and a skeleton too. Sorry, I was over here playing.
I can see her smiling the whole time she's doing it. She's like, okay, see if you notice this.
Well, she talked to her best friend earlier this. Yeah, thanks. Right over my fucking head. She talked to her best friend earlier this week, and her best friend's favorite holiday is Halloween. And she's going to make a chaos blanket that she was telling me about the other night. That's actually what we got into it about because I wasn't listening. Even though I was listening.
A chunky.
She's going to do a crochet project.
Ooh.
A chaos blanket for her best friend.
Yes.
With Halloween colors. Not that I'm not giving out too much here, but.
No, that's fine.
Crochet.
So, yes.
My Sally.
Yes.
And
yeah, the chaos blanket is kind of trending right now too. Again, I mean, it was years ago the last time I saw one, but they were doing it a little bit different, and I'm like, that would be something really cool. So I got all the yarn, and I'm gonna make her a blanket. So
you still need to finish. You still need to get the yarn to finish the temperature blanket.
Yes, but that one's going to cost me about another probably $75 to $80. So that's why I'm waiting on that one.
Is that just to finish the temperatures where we lived or where we got married?
Yes.
Or is that to do the ones here also?
No, I already did the one. No, that's just to finish. That's just to do the ones here.
Okay.
If any of y'all don't know, a temperature blanket. Okay. Usually, if y'all don't know anything about crochet, we're gonna get a little crochet lesson here and too, as well as cloning.
That's good.
But a temperature blanket is where you start at the very beginning of the year, and for every day, there is one single row. So the blanket will be at least 365 days, hopefully, if you count correctly. 365 rows. So, and each day can have a different color based on the temperature outside. So you can either, depending on how many different colors you want, you can put, so like anything between 80 to 90 is this color. Anything 90 to 100 is this color. And so I actually I'm going to put it together, but it's going to end up being a tapestry. It's the day we got married. It was for the temperature and everything for the city and state that we got married. And then the temperature here, because I wanted both of them for that year. So, and then I'm going to put both of them together. So it just comes together as one big old blanket or one tapestry. It's only like this wide, so it's not really going to be a very big one. So that's why I was like, just hang it on the wall. But it's the year that we got married. Yeah. So I have one row for every day. Nice. Yeah, and the colors are just crazy with it because a lot of it is the
depending
same.
on where you do it.
Right, because we got married in Kansas, so the temperatures go from my red color and over 100 degrees down to my light blue, almost white color when it snows.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, that's
and
fun.
just yeah, and then you'll have days where it went down to like 65, 70, and then the next day you'll hit 100, and then you'll have that for a day or two, and then it goes down and it hits back to 60 or 70.
And the one here only uses 4 fucking colors because it's 70, 80, or 1,000.
Yeah. So, but no, and the chaos blanket is the same. It's still a blanket. It's going to be a blanket. It's going to be more of a lap blanket, but you pick so many colors. Like I picked, I think 6 colors, might be 7, and then you pick so many stitches. We'll say like 10 or 15 different types of stitches, and then every day, every time you do it, you pick a color. So it's random. You don't know what you're picking. You just draw a color out. You draw a stitch out. So you're going to be doing, and then you roll the dice to see how many rows of that color and stitch you'll be doing. So you don't know what you're going to be doing when you start it, other than you'll be doing those
really
colors.
Fun.
Yeah.
So one I could be doing 4 rows of purple, and the next I'm doing 5 rows of orange in a different set.
I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah,
it's getting wild.
Yeah, it's
really fun, and also takes the pressure off you too.
I like it.
Yeah, and that's what a lot of people are, I don't know what to do next, and I don't know this, or I don't know that. But it's also the chance to learn. If you don't know a lot of stitches, it's a chance to learn, and you can learn like some of the more simple, easy stitches. So
that's fun.
But it's just one of those things. All right, so we can get off the crochet. I can sit here and talk about that for like weed. So we can. All right.
I was just trying to prove that I was fucking listening.
Yes. All right, I'm gonna try to stay on topic tonight, this evening, guys. I promise.
Good luck, because she said mushrooms.
No, don't try. Yeah. Let it go.
Hey, the topic only lasts until we start showing plants, and then everything goes haywire. I was talking to her about having interviews, and I'm like, I was like, oh, interviews are so hard because we get off topic so fucking fast.
Yeah, that's what makes it unique.
Well,
that's fun.
It's
like a little journey we go on together.
Yeah, bro. You don't know. It's like the chaos and temperature blanket. We don't know where it's going.
You're right. You're right. It's a chaotic temperature in here. Just you learn to go with the flow, or you don't go at all. I mean, it's
a bunch of different stitches.
Yes, absolutely. But I mean, when you've got this many neurodivergent people all in one spot, the ADHD just ramps up to 100 rather than just 10. And
it's like we're putting quarters in each other's machines, throwing topics and saying words and like inspiring songs, and it's just like pew pew all over.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna have to ask your son next time I get up what that song was he was talking about.
Okay.
Or what it was, I can't remember. You said something, and he turned around and was just like, that. I'm like,
it's like you are your mother's kid.
It actually made me think of cat.
I bust out in song half the time when you start saying stuff. Just like
Well, that's her answer. If one of the idiot kids says 6'7", she's like 8675309.
There you go.
I love that.
Yeah, I mean,
gotcha. Give me that.
Yeah, it's because we fuss at our dumb 19-year-old that still sits there, and you go, well, 6, maybe 7, and he goes, We're just
you have to say 5 and 7 or 7 and 8 if you want to give a random number. You cannot say 6 and 7 at the same time in our house.
Yeah. Well, and like I said earlier, and I told him, I said, it's like somebody from our generation, and you sit there and go, oh, well, what if somebody were to say 867? And we're like 5309.
Yeah.
Yeah, but ours is different because it was a fucking song that was popular on the radio. It's not some stupid little kid that,
Yeah, honestly,
I don't understand it.
Yeah.
It's just some idiot kid.
It's fake. It's all.
And you know what? I'm okay with that. I'm all right with that. Normally, that would have broken my brain because I would have chased my tail trying to figure that out. Like, I would have gone to places I don't need to go.
Trust me.
Yeah.
Kids saying all over the place. I went down the rabbit hole. No, I can't remember.
It was some little blonde kid. He said 6'7", and then they all fucking became a meme.
At a basketball game.
It was Carmelo Anthony's or something. Yeah, his number was 6'7". And they asked him his number. He said it, and then the kid went like that. Everybody went crazy, and then it was just like you just said it afterwards. It means absolutely.
But you know what? Here's the thing. I can't even get mad because there's some sense to it, and just hang in here with me. There's some sense to it because when you say those numbers, they're gonna be like, "Blah." But kind of Pee-wee did the same thing. He just was like, "All right, Kat, today it's like." Male, and then you say the word of the day and it's like, bah! So I get it. Like there's some strange to it, but it's
I don't know. I start singing Blue's Clues when you said that. So
it's funny.
Marcus Green.
Marcus Green.
Hey. Dale Palmer.
Hello. Yeah, I mean things are gonna click in your head. And that's how I associate a lot of things. It's either, for me to remember something, a lot of the times I have to have some sort of mnemonic device, either a little song or a little way to say it or association or something, because it's not going to stick in my brain otherwise. Like my very educated mother just ordered 9 pizzas. Although my very educated mother just ordered 9 of who knows what now, because Pluto is not even a planet. So we don't know what the hell she ordered 9 of.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's how I had to learn it in school. Yeah.
Don't believe them.
So
you can change and make your own. Like I got a bird bath song, and it's like you wanna when you're hitting all the right spots in the shower, trying to explain it. It's like on the side of each tater and below and in front of and back of below the equator. There you go. So side of each tater, and then in front of and behind below the equator. There you go. That's the old bird bath zone. Hitting all the spots.
Hey, Travis, I'm gonna get yours out. I tried to get yours going, and the device I made that you showed me, I didn't even think about it. I put the tape on both sides, and I taped the seeds. So I was like, oh, that's gonna destroy the seeds. I gotta redo it. So I'll get it out tomorrow. And then, what's his name? We said we never got a address for a hillbilly.
Yeah, that's what was a good thing. Thank you for reminding me. That's on the bottom of my notes. But a couple of you have won some stuff. Finally, one of them finally got a hold of Mary, who won from last week. But if you've won something, we want to get you your stuff.
I got Serge. Yours is out. I don't think he's in here.
If you won something from us, just email.
We were still waiting, which I haven't seen him in the chat.
I haven't seen him either. So, but if you win something on the show, just make sure. If you didn't have it before, I did change the email, make it a little bit easier.
Nice.
It's the cc'scorner@gmail.com.
I'll still give you a week or two. You know what I'm saying? If you see this episode later, hit us up and send it out to you.
Mary's having a special show. I think it's special on the 2nd for her birthday.
Ooh.
Yes.
4:20 Eastern time. Just so everyone knows.
The 2nd?
Yeah.
That's a Wednesday?
Don't know what day that is.
I believe it is, because I believe that's the day Mandalorian and Grogu comes out on Disney+.
Yeah, I think so too.
I have not. I did not go see it in the movie theaters. I love Star Wars. But I sure as hell damn ain't going to give them more money after I paid for Disney Plus over and over again. And The Mandalorian was supposed to be a season 4, not a movie that I was already paying for. So you ain't fucking me on my money twice, Disney.
That's how we feel also. That's what we've been waiting.
Yeah, that's why we didn't see it either.
It's the 2nd. I think that's Wednesday. So happy birthday, Mary.
Yes.
And
Happy birthday.
Wish you all the birthday magic, all of it.
Mandalorian Day for me.
Yep.
Woohoo!
I might even call
And
out.
me then.
I think I might even call out on that day. Fuck it.
I can't take any more days off because I'm already taking off the day that my son leaves. I just took one off to go get my star ID and to spend some time with
You
Carl.
got to take off some later this week. You got to take off for jury duty.
Yeah, I got to take off for the day that my son leaves, and then later on that month I have jury duty, which they say could last up to 2 weeks if I get picked. So, and then I got to take off for the time that he's graduating.
Show up to jury duty. I was wondering who these people are because I get them. I'm like, what? Do they expect me to do this?
Yeah, I
didn't know people really showed up to them.
Yeah, legally you're supposed to. Just so you know.
That's what everybody tells me in my family. They're like, you can go to jail. Well, I'm like, oh shit. Really?
You can if they want to. If they want to press the issue, and there are some states that do press the issue.
Hey.
So if you get a jury summons, I suggest you go unless you have a medical reason not to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just big on this consent thing. It's crazy.
A couple sack lunches and a cot. You know what I'm saying? Hey.
Well, it's also one of those things that you can say, I just never got.
Yeah.
So then how can they prove that you
I don't have
summons unless you send the information back?
Religious reasons, anyways. So.
Yeah. Well, and this time is the first time I've ever gotten it. I actually had to fill out a questionnaire in order to do it.
Yeah.
So I had to fill out this whole thing, a sheet of paper with all of this information and the questionnaire, and then mail both of them back in. So, but I have to go because if I don't go, I will be the one to actually get the summons, and somebody will come arrest me for not.
It's a whole lot of work for something that you didn't sign up for. You know what I mean? And I feel like maybe if somebody's gonna do it, maybe we should have a couple billionaires do it. I don't know.
Well, when you register to vote, you register as a juror for jury duty in most places. If you register to vote, you register for jury duty normally in most places I've ever lived.
Yeah. And
they sign both of them up for
you. Somehow, like I renewed my license. I never vote. I never say no to that. Somehow, when I did my license, I clicked the wrong thing, and now I've been getting them.
The thing is, we don't live in the county where she's got to go to jury duty.
No, I own land in that county,
and we barely own. I guess we own the land again because.
Yeah, we do.
Well, there you go.
So. Yeah, so I can get it for 2 different counties because, we own land in one county and live in another. So, hey, and actually the one that I got was the last one I got before this was for the county that we live in. So, yes, it is a lot of C's, but it's okay. We like C's. So, C, and Rue.
Yeah.
Look, the C corner. And Rue.
Yep.
Oh, it's like we could be like C3. Wait, no. Never mind. Don't listen to me. Abandon. Abort. Back up.
The 3 C's. There's the 3 C's. So that's John Lindsay put comments with the 3 C's, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, because in my head I heard C3 Rue, and it was like
no C.
It was weird.
And Rue.
C. Yeah.
And Rue. No, we don't like vowels. Yes. All right, so let's get back to the topic on hand. We're going to go back to
cloning.
So
I just thought about that. I only have 2 vowels in my entire name: A and I.
Yeah.
In all 3 names, I have A and I. That's it.
Yeah.
Billy.
Yep. Billy.
Almost all the rest. I got a lot of the rest of the alphabet.
Hey, you won something in the previous show. So if you would like it, if you would either get a hold of Rue or email the show.
It's going to be, if you want them, it's going to be autos. I think it's the autos, Guavalata autos. And I was going to throw some other autos.
Yeah, it was the Guavalata autos. So if you would like them and you want to get a hold of Rue, you can. If you don't want the autos, just tell him you don't want them, and that'll be okay too. I mean, it won't hurt his feelings, I promise.
No feelings hurt. Don't matter.
Nope. We can take them and put them on later and give them to somebody else.
Yeah.
So, okay, so the one thing that I did is kind of along the same lines as far as clones that Rue did, which is my biggest question was, why do growers cut the leaves? He said he can't accept them, give them to Toledo. Okay, Toledo, if you want them, send us your information, and Rue will get them out to you. Window again.
We're following each other on
like
Instagram. If you want to hit me up on Instagram too, you can send
Yeah.
it that way, or email, whatever. If you send it to the email, I guarantee you Cece will lock you in, and she'll probably have your address from now on. And it'll be easy to get you stuff. You give it straight to me. I don't care. I don't do stuff like that. I see it once and it's already gone. So
Yeah. Well, it's because it goes into my pirate ship because everything gets shipped through pirate ship.
Yeah.
And it just makes it easy, so it just stays in there. And like Serge, he's won like 2 or 3 times, so his address is already in there. I just
I would have felt like I've already sent Holy Toledo stuff already too, so I should have his address, but I'm pretty sure I don't. Yeah. I might, honestly, if I go back and look at message. Anyways, clones.
Okay. Yes, you can't beat free weens. Okay, so I was always curious when we were starting to clone why everybody cut the leaves. So when we were talking, when I was listening to Dr. Jaron Chaplin, that was one of the things that he had talked about, was because why does everybody cut the leaves? He was always curious. It's just something that everybody does when they clone.
I saw him do it, so I did it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And a lot of people, if you ask them, they don't really know why it originally started or why they even do it. So one of the number one answer he found that a lot of people had, if they had an answer other than I saw him do it, so I do it, was less water loss was the number one answer as to why people actually cut the leaves off of the end of their clones. Because if the plant has no roots, it has no way to drink or get any sort of moisture to it. So a lot of people are cutting the leaves so that the moisture stays within the plant, because any small amount of moisture it has, it needs to keep for a little while because it doesn't have any roots to suck anything up. So it actually will lose water through transpiration or transpiring or however you want to. So, but you want to keep as much moisture in that plant for the first, 4 or 5 days as you can, so that it has a chance to still stay alive to start creating roots of its own. Another thing is depending on how you clone, a lot of people are cutting the tips off of them just for better airflow. Because if you're putting them like in a cloner, like what I was going to get, you're going to get a little aero cloner. They're not always right on top of each other unless you're putting like 10 or 15 in a row and doing 5 or 6 rows of them. Yeah. But so you have a little bit more room in between each clone, so you can have the larger leaves if you wanted to. But smoking that on your China junk?
Yeah.
But if you have one of the like little aero cloners, not an aero cloner, or a regular clone dome, they're usually sitting right on top of each other. Right. Hey, and 1 more quarter. Hey. So when a lot of people are cloning, if you have plants that are sitting right on top of each other, you've got larger leaves that will come over and cover the other plant, and it'll cover the bud side of another one, or it allows less light to penetrate through. And there's not as much airflow within those little clone domes. So you don't, you want to make sure that there's a little bit more room for the air to circulate around the plants as well. And of course it saves space and you could fit more clones if you needed to put more in there. But the main thing it will do is by cutting the ends of the leaves, it reduces the leaf size and forces the plant to put its, what they call limited resources, if you think about it, on building new roots rather than helping to keep the leaves alive.
Yeah.
So it there's several different things that a lot of people say that like, well, we cut the leaves because that way it's not trying to get all of the water and all of its energy to keep growing the leaves and keeping them alive. So it's not focusing energy on growing roots in. So, and then one of the last things people say, well, because they use a clone dome, it helps to reduce the chances for mold or rot. Because if you don't have a good airflow, don't have a good heat source, light source, you have more of a chance, and especially if you have tons of moisture in whatever medium you're using, you have more of a chance of the bottom of that clone actually rotting than growing new leaves, than trying to live. Because if it's like, oh, if it's completely oversaturated and stays too wet for several days, then you've really got too much moisture in there and it's going to rot rather than actually growing something.
Yeah. I've got a couple of those like that. I had to take out of the little thing I had over there. They're just smaller ones. I saw butters. Almost said butters. I kept watering them all the same and all this. And like I said, I'm new to cloning, so I got some that were this way, that way. Some had full leaves. Some I cut. Some were overlapping. So yeah, some weren't growing as quick. So yeah, I noticed that. I kept watering them all the same. And then yeah, the smaller ones I just had to pull out because they were just rotting at the bottom. They weren't even developing because they probably weren't getting the light. They weren't getting all this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So. Yeah, and another one of the tips that Dr. Kaplan gave was one thing he does to reduce the amount of mold or the possibility of rot when he's putting them all in like a large batch into clone domes is he makes up a mixture and does a foliar spray, and it's 1 tablespoon of baking soda per gallon of water. And then that's you just do that's it. Okay. And you just do a foliar spray over it. Because the baking soda, even though it's in the water, with it getting on the leaves, will actually reduce the chance. It kind of brings some of that moisture up and holds onto it, as well as there's a chemical reaction that happens within the leaves just to make sure that it's less likely to grow any type of mold or mildew or anything like that. So, and then a tip that I thought was really interesting that I know most people do know, if I've seen you cut clones, if you use any sort of Clonex or anything like that, you want to make sure that you're putting any of that solution in a separate container versus it dipping straight into, like if you use Clonex, you've got it all in that one little top. You don't want to dip each clone into that little container. You want to pour it out, have a little bit in like the lid or a jar or something, shot glass, something. And then dip it into that. And then when you're done, get rid of it because you don't want to keep using that same stuff over and over again.
Yeah.
So that is one of them. I do see a few
keep you from contaminating.
Yes. I do see.
When you clone, you're going to rough up the bottom.
Life is a garden.
You scrape it up, and you're going to have pieces coming off. You don't want pieces going in there every time when you dip it.
Yeah. So I do see some of the questions and information in here, guys. I'm gonna star these, and we'll come back to them one at a time, just to make sure that I don't miss anything.
Better get to autoflowers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think.
Oh yeah. We'll go into that.
People will be so totally disappointed.
I will be completely honest. A lot of people are probably not gonna like the answer that Dr. Kaplan got with his research. He did a massive study and he cut the leaves of clones. He didn't cut the leaves. He used cloning solution. He didn't use cloning solution. He went through every possible scenario as far as cutting clones. And his answer to should you cut the leaves or not is it doesn't matter. It really, as long as you have a good procedure for cutting clones that works for you, it really doesn't matter if you cut the leaves or not. It's not going to make that much of a difference as far as rooting. So you can cut the leaves. You don't have to. I'll be completely honest. I don't cut the leaves off of ours. And the best way that we've found here that our clones are growing is just to put them in a cup of water. Now I am going to get the Aero cloner But putting them straight into the soil, putting them into, we haven't really tried like the Root Riot plugs just because I don't have anything to put it in. But we've tried putting them in other plugs. We've tried putting them in little clone domes. We've tried all of that, and it really nothing works for us as good as it does is just cutting the tip of it off. I cut everything except for the very top leaves. What? And then I'll actually take and just put them in a cup of water and stick them in the tent and leave them be. Yep. Now, usually I'll cut 5 or 6 of them, or depending on what it is, 2 or 3, and expect to at least get, if I cut 3, I want it, at least one of them, guaranteed at least one of them is going to grow. Yeah. Until I get you always want to cut more than you have. Okay. So you always want to have more. So if you really want like 3 of your cuts to survive, you want to at least cut 6 of them.
I do just like
to make sure.
Like you're doing regular seeds kind of method. Double up on whatever you think you want there. Mm-hmm. And once you get good at cloning, you probably like, 4 means 4. You know what I'm saying? But starting off, I'm losing a majority of mine over here as well. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm not doing a dome. I'm just halfway doing it, throwing it this way, that way. I got some in cups of water as well. I'll show those here in a minute. That they're already starting to get the bumps on there. Last week, y'all showed y'all's had little roots already coming out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I got 2 on each side. There's all sorts of different ways that
one's already planted. Successful.
Yeah, that one's actually already planted.
She's already in soil and had roots at the bottom of the cup already.
Yeah. So you want to make sure if you're doing a photo or auto, really, you want to make sure that you cut your clones when the plant structure is just about, for me, for an auto, right before it looks like it's about to start flowering. Just because I know that the plant structure is good. Those branches are almost as strong as they're going to get right before they start stretching. Photos, we just cut them before we flip. I mean, and I'll be completely honest, we have one I took a clone that's just started flowering too. So we'll see how that goes.
There you go.
Love it. But that Amnesia Haze that I cut before, that was the clone, she had just started flowering when I cut it.
Yeah.
So she kind of re-vegged herself. Yeah, and it got huge. So she kind of re-vegged herself probably just a little bit and then went straight into flowering after she stretched. But she had a good time stretching to about 4 or 5 feet tall.
I'm sorry.
Before she decided to start building. But
she was closer to 6 or 7 feet if we wouldn't have super cropped her.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. The biggest thing is, I think that a lot of people
ran out of height in our tent.
Yeah, a lot of people think with cloning, you do want to make sure that you have some sort of leaf on your plant when you cut it. Even if you just cut the tips off, I'd say don't go any more than halfway into the leaf. I'd say just a little bit. Bless you. No. You want to make sure that you do have enough leaf on there, because the energy of the plant, if y'all don't know how photosynthesis works, photosynthesis is how the plant gets its energy. So if it doesn't have enough leaf to create that process of photosynthesis, it's not going to get any energy. It's not going to get enough energy other than what it has to start growing leaves, start growing roots. So if you don't have enough leaf to be able to create the process of photosynthesis, it doesn't matter. It's not going to grow new roots, no matter what you do to it. So that's part of why sometimes re-vegging works, is because if you don't over dry your plants and you have a plant, it can create new leaves and everything, even if you're not feeding it and it's still got its roots, it's still got a good healthy system. It starts using the energy that it has before it actually starts going back to being able to feed it. So that's why they say to leave some of the leaves on.
Yeah. So, because that's how it gets the energy. New crew.
Yes. Yeah, and you want to make sure that you cut your clones.
Children must be home.
Yes,
not
child
a
came
stranger.
home.
Somebody lives there full time. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, not a stranger.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
Not a
no.
stranger.
Stranger danger. If a stranger's got the code to get in the house, I'm in big trouble because I'm the first one dead.
Yeah, because and the youngest one, he's the one that just came in. He already got in trouble about that. He gave his best friend the code to our door one time, and I'm like, "Would you give him the keys? Would you give him the keys to the house?" Because they hadn't been friends as long as they have been now.
Oh no.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Would you give him the front door
Yeah.
keys?" And he's like, "No." I said, "You gave him the
You
fucking
just
code.
did.
It's the same damn
That's
thing."
yeah. Almost
I love you
worse.
too. Bye, baby.
Almost
Yeah,
worse.
it's the same
It's
thing.
the same.
So,
Exact same. Yeah.
We use an electronic lock. That way nobody could do. I tried to make everything as easy as I could for our children because I didn't want I lost my key again. We made so many keys at our last house, and I was like, I'm fucking done with this, and we moved in here. We're getting a keypad lock.
yes. Our oldest lost I don't know how many keys to the house. So,
You got
like,
keys
I don't
floating
want
around
people-
everywhere. I don't like that either. So yeah, we've gone down that road.
Yeah, we originally had one that we could lock and unlock from the alarm system, but the humidity here is so bad it fried the electronics in it after less than a year.
yeah.
So we went with a cheaper model that they use on condos and shit, and it's been working fine
Yeah.
for years.
So,
Probably need to change the
before the
battery
child
soon.
came, you want to make sure that you take decent sized branches. I mean, I take the ones that tend to be a little bit more towards the bottom that are fairly decent size. I don't want all the little skinny, itty bitty, nothing branches. So, and especially if I'm taking an auto, I want it to be, I don't want all those little itty bitty little shitty branches. I want to make sure that I have something good, a good strong stem, so that it has a better chance of, withstanding any torture, standing up on its own, supporting itself. And the stronger the actual stem, the more it will have in reserves to be able to help itself create new life. So you want to make sure that you do take those in veg for the most part.
Count.
Yeah, don't. Don't take.
Anyways, it doesn't matter. So.
Oh, I'm sure I'm way ahead anyway. So it's all good.
You are ahead, honestly.
Yeah.
What does that say? 9? Fuck, 9. I'm on 14 right now.
Yeah. Nice. All right.
So, and as far as the supplies, to take clones, honestly, you don't really need a lot of supplies, I would say. You need, of course, the plant that you're going to take the clone from. You need I would recommend good clean scissors if you're going to do it, or snippers. You want to make sure that everything stays nice and healthy. As I say that, and I just used some that we just used to trim a plant not too long ago, but I don't.
We do as we say, not as we do in this house.
Yeah. I would recommend
always.
I would recommend you alcohol your scissors, keep them clean. Yes. So do what I say, not what I do. And you want to try to cut off a lot of the bottom leaves and a lot of the stuff on the bottom, because you don't want anything fighting for energy for the plant. You want it putting that any energy that it has to grow the new roots. So if your stem is this long, it's fine. Just keep that top little section there. You can, if you want to, cut the leaves off there. Just don't cut any more than like halfway down, because then you're just doing more. You're doing more damage than you are good. I would.
Red seeds.
I want to see. I would say your clones, if you're gonna cut them, some people will actually, when they have photos, take them from the top and cut the clone off the top, and then start branching it out and start doing theirs that way. I've seen some people will I take them from the bottom.
I say, I just take it when I clean up the plant. That's all I've been doing lately.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I do. Is I'll take them there. It's like if I gotta defoliate the damn thing anyways, I'm gonna defoliate it and then see where my best branches are that I want to actually cut off, and go from there.
I could show whenever you're ready to show plants. I could show our clones at, let's see, 3 different stages, all 3 stages
Do
right
it.
now, because I've got some
Do
in
it.
veg, I've got the ones in the water, and then I've got 2 in flower in the other room, or 2 in flower. Yeah, 2 in flower. Because the other 2 weren't clones. I cut a clone off of one, but
let's do it.
So whenever you're ready.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me hit this. Let me hit this channel joke here, and I'll
Whoa.
with you.
Okay.
All right.
So
10.
you want to make sure. I would say you want at least 4 to 6 inches. I'd say at least 4 inches off of for a clone. It would be the smallest I would use. If you can get like 6 inches.
Ones, it just seemed like they do take a lot.
They take a lot longer if they even root. Yeah.
I have some that have taken, but it just, especially if you got other ones around, they're struggling already. They're going to be underneath the other ones. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
and you want to try to do, especially if you're doing like a clone dome, you would really want them to all be about the same size all the way across. Because you don't want some that are taller than others, some that may actually grow over or cover so they're not getting as much light. So you want to make sure that everything is right about the same height, anything that you're cutting off. So if you're going through, if you keep mothers and you cut clones, you want to cut them from some of your bigger side branches or cut them from the top and clone them from there, and it'll give the mother a little bit more chance to grow out some new branches. So it just depends on how you want to do it. Oh, you're fine.
I have a question. Where would you like me to start?
Start
cannon like usual?
No, just for right now, just show the clone part of it. The different stages of the clones that we have. There he is. Okay, so hold on, I guess I should probably, oh, come on, move. There we go. Okay, so I just cut some clones, and these are clones of the autoflowers. Okay, so we don't have any more photos to cut clones off of at the moment. So I did cut a couple of clones for the autoflowers. 2 of them are the blueberry barf, which are the 2 that he just picked up. One of them I did leave a little bit more than the top off of, just because I want to see what those extra little side branches will do.
Yeah.
If it truly makes that much of a difference. The taller one is from when I cleaned up the garlic dumpster juice, and you can actually see she was just starting to flower when I cut it. So you can see.
Sorry, my camera's being janky. I don't know what's up.
Pull it back just a little bit. There you go, right there.
That's good.
So you can actually see some of the sort of see it.
Yeah.
There we go. Oops. And then he moves it.
Yeah.
Right there. Beautiful.
So I want to see what she'll do. She's a little bit further in flower than I probably would have taken them normally, but I'm not really, I don't care as much if that one actually roots, just because I've got more seeds.
It is what it is. Okay. Yeah. Okay. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No loss. You still got the mother plant. You didn't, you know what I'm saying? You're
right.
You're really not losing anything except time or an effort, really. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So this girl here, this is the one of the other ones that was in a cup before. She was just sitting in water. I mean, I don't use any cloning solution. I don't use any of that.
This is the one from last week.
Yeah.
That he was talking about. It had the 2 roots.
That is we put that one. That's from the fuck around and find out, the ones that are in the cans. We just, she's the one that had those 2 stems of roots coming out. So I just stuck her in some dirt and put her down there, and within, she already had decent sized roots to begin with. So it was super easy to get her to root up and keep on growing now that she's actually in some soil. So I've been trying to get a little bit healthier, root structure before I do that. So
these 2 here are the Nova 91. They're clones in veg. In the middle here, right?
Yes.
No,
yes. Yeah, those are the Nova 91s. Those are the ones that were in the solo cups before. They had the really good root structure. This one too, they were all in. They went from water to cups and then now into bigger soil pots. So until we get some more cocoa, everything's going into the soil at the moment. So, remove her.
We had 2 cats up there for a second.
Yep, 2 kitty cats. And then the 2 clones we took before that, both of them rooted, and that's what these big monstrosities are. These are the one in the back left is the mother of the 3 that are in there, that are in the soil now, that are the taller of the clones. So as soon as they get a good root structure, they just go straight into the whatever medium we're going to grow them in. So, and of course the bigger one got flipped after the other one. So, but
yeah, and these are sisters.
Yeah.
Yeah, Frosty.
These are looking good.
The turn the lights down looks better, doesn't it?
I think it's good.
Yeah, on camera it does look a little bit better when you put them in.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say it looks better when you're out from it, but you get in on it.
Turn the lights down also.
It changes a little bit, but you get to see the frost a little bit better. So
it looks yellow. If I turn the lights off, it looks great.
Yeah.
I need them back up to 80 because that's where they're at. But these girls, these are both clones of another plant that I received. The ones we received from the rabbit. These are the clones off of that Nova 91 I received back then.
Yeah. So. And
then this is the mother to that little one in the solo cup in the other room.
Yeah, you can see the bottom where the cat's been chewing on her. Yeah, that's the fuck around and find out from Silly Rabbit.
Yeah, Cece gets upset with the cats chewing on them. I don't really care because it seems to make them a little stronger.
Well, on those I do, just because they're so small and they'll pull them over.
They were knocking them over.
Yeah.
That's
the other ones I don't really care.
Because if I take them out of the trays, the cats knock them down.
There too.
They've knocked both of them over.
Yeah.
So this one's getting harvested. We're still dog sitting, so as soon as he's picked up tomorrow, we're probably going to harvest this one and another one we have in the other room.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, this monster, she's in the lights, and I can't change the lights. So we're probably gonna have to try and super crop her again, because these are just offshoots from the main. This is where the main was. Right here where my thumb is, and it broke. The main cola used to be here, another 6 or 8 inches.
It's totally gone.
It broke.
Over. Okay, yeah.
Cece was trying to straighten it. We were trying to crop it some more, and it broke off days ago.
Yeah. Yeah, NE20, that was my idea as far as the water and stuff, that they never used to use cloning gel, and people have been cloning for years, so it's not a necessity. It does help some people root faster, and it is a good thing to help with that. And it's just because it's giving it the hormones and all the good stuff that it needs.
Yeah, it's just helping it.
Yeah, it's just helping. So it's not, but that's why I just put them in a cup.
Why this leaf looks this way, everyone, is we were doing our grow along here, the chips versus ramen, and our ramen ended up being, it was supposed to be a photo film, and I think they mixed it up and sent us an auto reg because it turned to a boy before it was ever flipped, and I'm talking full on boy.
Yeah, it was small too.
Yeah.
Yes.
It wasn't big.
So not big at all, but it still had some pollen on it before it completely shriveled up and died. So I took some on a Q-tip and rubbed it on every bud from this point up.
Oh,
to see if I could maybe get a few seeds. Yeah.
That's the marking. I like it.
To see if I can get a few seeds, because if I can. If I can, I can. If I can't, it's all good.
Yeah.
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 But that's all 3 stages of our clones.
Whatever. It's one branch. You know what I'm saying? Throw some pollen on it. See what happens. I love it.
Yeah.
Worst case, I get
Surge!
some weird fast flowers or something.
Drive safe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Definitely drive safe.
I
Yes.
think you will.
Well, hey, Ghost.
If I don't, I'll breed again. He's just laying here cleaning himself.
He's just turned into a fat, lazy cat. I mean,
I love it.
Turned into.
Yeah.
Turned into.
Love
This
it.
dude's always been this way.
he's never.
Cleanest little belly I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got
Get that
chunky.
belly.
Not
He
chilling.
is chilling. He is having a good time chilling.
Ow, 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 ow. Let go. He likes to get my. See, slip my. Hey, he likes to get my. There's some left his shit in here.
Kitty.
That's the biggest problem in that boy.
Okay, so before we get too far off topic, yeah, that's the one we're dog sitting for, and then that's little Monty. And then
So you're trying to fucking sit there.
well, yeah. So Luna, like I said, she passed out of the computer, and then yeah, our other 2 mutts.
Who's that?
That's Sable. I don't know where Phoenix is. Probably under the bed with you.
He's been in here with me, I think. Yeah, there he is.
Yep. Yeah, see, they all have their own little beds up under our bed.
All the little hiding spots, places they chill. Some just chill out in the open, kicking it, rolling around, getting Belly's pets. But
well, he hates the stairs, but he's got back problems just like me.
Yeah.
I mean, did you want me to show everything else while I was in here?
Oh, you might as well, I guess.
Yeah.
Quick,
I mean, you're the one that's like, just show this, and I'm like, why not just show everything?
Yeah.
Once I show, I can dab.
Yeah.
Well, we're here to show plants too. I say to show plants. You can dab later.
It's a hanging garden show. We hang out and we garden.
Dab later.
And occasionally you'll get a decent bit of information. If you don't get information, you'll at least have a good time.
Yeah. Possibly get information.
All right. So in the can tent, we have.
That's it. All right. Next. Okay.
We moved some stuff around. So this is another one of the clones of the Nova 91. I think she's at a point where she's going to start needing some nutrients because the water just ain't doing it anymore with the soil. So
I could probably agree. She probably needs to get out of this cold ass tent too, though.
Yeah, that's probably it too. This is the tent that's closest to the air conditioning, so it gets the highest humidity and it's a little bit cooler. So we tend to keep all of the little ones in here, or anything that is just starting out as a seed or clone. So this is
when they're vegging. When plants are vegging, they look great. Like little plants, autos especially. Autos love it in this tent. My photos hate it.
Yeah, not so much. So this is the Ultra Burger from Dream Beans. So it's the first one I stuck a sticker on. So, and this is one of the bottom watering pots. So she's now bottom watering. There it is.
Oh, yeah.
That little auto watering pot. So she's in there, and she just started bottom watering a few days ago. So she's already gotten bigger.
Soil?
Yes, this one is just soil only. It's the Bioflower from Bio 365.
Oh, but that's supposed to have enough nutrients to get you all the way through. Is what
it's supposed to, but it doesn't.
4 to 6.
Yeah, it gets you about 4 or 5 weeks. Right around 5 weeks, it's either the 5th or 6th weeks for sure. Then you start seeing a deficiency, and then you'll have to.
So what are you gonna do when? Are y'all gonna up pot? Or are y'all gonna?
No, she's just gonna stay in here.
Just stay. So what y'all gonna do with
nutrients?
Nutrients, yeah. What are you gonna do for nutrients?
We do what we did over here. I'll show you in a minute.
Just do some.
Just give them the same thing that our other plants take, because it's actually a nutrient for soil also.
Yes. Okay, there you go. Nice.
Yeah, you can use it in soil, DWC, hydro, whatever you want. So.
Nice.
All of it.
Yep. So that's my Ultra Burger. And the one on the left is the Greenpoint Seeds. That is the Strawberry Cough. So that's another autoflower. So she's maybe a little bit, about a week and a half off from being to start her bottom watering. So, and she's in soil too, because like I said, we only have a couple plants in cocoa right now, and we're going back to cocoa. But yeah. So this is the auto pot tent. This is the season.
The air pump.
Yep, there's the air pump.
That's the pump. Yeah, that's why I'll probably get something like that.
Yeah, they're only like $50 on Amazon.
Yeah.
I'll look it up later and have CC send it to you, or I'll send it to you.
Oh, they.
Yeah. No, I'm here.
Yeah, I noticed. Yeah, you did your camera. I saw.
Yeah, I can look it up and send it to you if you want. Later, Rue.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, so this is the season 6 from Seed to Harvest. These are all autos. So that one there, this is the cocoa of the garlic dumpster juice from Dream Beans.
We're gonna have to raise these lights again.
Okay.
Look at how our top's growing.
Yeah.
She's trying to get in the light.
So she's doing really well. Has been since the beginning, and then the other two to the right hand side are the two soil ones, the two different soil ones. One is in the bioflower, and then the other one in the back is the other soil one that is in the Detroit Nutrient Company water only soil.
You said that stuff's pretty good, right?
It's supposed to be, but it needs nutrients too.
Okay.
We got to the point where these two had started a little bit of a deficiency right at flower. Because they weren't getting enough. We found that anything that's in soil, in those two soils, will go for a little while, 4 to 6 weeks, and then we have to feeding nutrients because there's just not enough in them to keep our plants alive. To keep them healthy.
That's why I was looking into this, and that would explain, because we don't really normally grow in soil, but that would be why people, like Rue asked, are we going to up pot? That would be why people start small and keep up potting.
Yeah.
Keep feeding with the bigger pots, and I ain't got room for that or time for that.
Yeah.
But I know my nutrients work good with the cocoa, and they're safe for me and everything, and they've been doing great with our soil girls.
Yes. So they'll get to a point where we just start giving them nutrients in the soil, and it seems to work out. With the bioflower especially. We haven't had enough in the Detroit Nutrient Company to know for a full, complete run if it has issues, but it seems to be a little darker, maybe a little more nitrogen rich possibly with our nutrients.
Yep.
Between what's in the soil and what we have, but I don't really know for sure because
these two clones are both in it.
Yes, but they haven't been in it as long as the other girl has, and they're still on water at the moment.
Yeah, let's say they look good.
But one of them actually has our nutrient mixture in it because, we always try new things. Part. Yeah, the Mega Crop 1 part, he actually took some of that and mixed it in with the bottom of what's in the soil, the bottom layer of soil, so that once it gets big enough and starts rooting down to the bottom, we can hopefully try to extend the water only and not have to feed it nutrients at all, or just not have to feed it as soon with the Mega Crop 2 part that we normally use. So it is one that you can use.
And I added the sweet candy in there also.
Yeah.
I put that in with the nutrients.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
what we use is the sweetener and A and B, which the A and B is just this as 2 separate parts.
Yeah.
Essentially.
So we're trying to see if we can extend the water only longer by adding that into, like, as a dry amendment into the soil first, and then.
Yeah.
But if not, then we'll just start adding nutrients, so it'll be fine. But yeah, okay.
Then,
so
let's address the elephant in the room.
Okay, so this one's getting cut down tomorrow. This is the Thunderwind from Silly Rabbit in the solo cup. She's just in the little 16-ounce solo bud cup thing. So she's coming down tomorrow, as well as the other Nova. So, but she's on.
Not good for a solo cup.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So my daughter's super happy that she's going to have some Thunderwind. So, and then we've got and then we got another Thunderwind in the back.
She appreciates it.
That's in the soil now. So she'll start stretching soon, really soon too. So she'll. Those are autoflowers from Silly Rabbit. They're like a chocolate mint.
Yeah.
So she'll start stretching up too.
This one's kind of gassy.
Yeah.
Actually.
That's
Christopher.
This one's got a little
popped in, huh?
Yeah.
This one's got the little chocolate mint and a little gas with her. She's a little gassy too.
Yeah, that's up my alley. I'll take it.
So
I can't stand it.
Yeah, we got it for her anyways because we let her pick it. But and then that one is the Joker's Grapes, which is the CHA Genetics. That's Carl's photo that he has. She's in soil in the bioflower. So that was one of the clones. No, it was a seed. Never mind.
Yeah, she's been uppotted from. She started in a solo. She was in a solo originally in the other team.
Yeah.
We uppotted her to this.
Yep. So, and then that is the White Banana Kush. That is an autoflower from Doomsday. So she's starting to flower now. So she's looking good.
She was good for appetite. We were originally growing her for my uncle who passed away last week. So
I wrote that down too.
Yeah.
Yep. So now we're going to give it to Carl when he needs to eat because he doesn't feel good. So
there you go.
Which has been like the last 4 days.
Finally eats.
Yeah. And so then I have another autoflower back there. That is the Blueberry Barf from Dream Beans. She is actually the giveaway seed that came with the garlic dumpster juice that's in the other tent, in the auto box. So I defoliated her, gave her some clips to stretch her out a little bit, and it looks like I didn't even touch her. So
that's good.
Yeah, she's happier now that she's a little more open and spread out. Doesn't have as many leaves covering her.
Get the air movement.
Yeah. Where are you going? Oh, it's fine. It didn't show my bonsai either, so.
I'll go back in there.
That's fine.
Okay? I remember that we didn't talk about my other two photos, or our other photos, other than they were the grow along.
Yeah.
These are the ones we realized if we're going to keep them in a smaller container like this, we were going to have to give them nutrients. These were the ones that were droopy and first got nutrients. The photos.
Yeah, because they're in the bioflower. So that's how we learned. Those were the first ones that were in there. So that's the wolf pussy from Silly Rabbit.
Of course.
Yes.
And then this is the fuck around and find out that you guys saw earlier with the clone of it.
Yeah, that's the clone that we took. That's just now gotten some roots in her. So because we don't know what those are, they're just a photo, just a photo.
Photo of him, right?
Just a photo of him. Well, the other one was supposed to be a photo of him. It turned out to be an auto reg, evidently. So she got some big balls on her, so she turned out to be an auto reg.
They sell all. They were selling all of them. They're selling auto regs, photo regs, auto films, and photo films as the fuck around and find outs at one point.
Yeah.
So you never know who it was, whose genetics it even was. At that point, it was either Lazy River Gardens or Silly Rabbits, or even a mix of their stuff together.
Yeah. So
just don't know.
But there's my bonsai. I took my cup off. I've been slowly knocking a little bit of soil off here and there. Every once in a while, I was pushing on it earlier, but you can kind of see the top of the mushroom or the edge of the mushroom there.
Yeah. It's showing.
It'll come to light soon. So she decided that she wanted to start flowering. So I'm like, all right, so I guess I got to kick it into gear and start showing her bottom now. So.
Well, then you should get some more roots then, hopefully.
Yeah. So that's the Barney's Farm GMO autoflower. So that's my current bonsai. She's got some decent roots for the top. So I'm hoping the way I had it set up, the main root kind of curled. So I'm hoping that when I take that down, you'll actually be able to see that top, that curl go right around the top of the mushroom. That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah. That looks good.
But it may have moved a little. I don't know. It may have moved a little bit. Who knows?
Most
and
likely.
These ladies are thirsty.
Oh,
you
yeah.
See this?
Yeah.
Yeah, we just gave them 3 gallons yesterday. Yeah.
I just put probably 5 gallons in mine either yesterday or day. I think yesterday. I bet you it's probably at least halfway gone.
Oh, I give them water every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
well, right now when I mix nutrients, I have to water. I was watering the Solo Cup, the blueberry barf, the banana kush, and then my whole tent with the water before it even gets into the autopot system.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got water already mixed up.
Yeah. Before it gets too much later, you want to show your babies?
Yeah.
Let's see that beautiful
root porn.
Yeah.
I almost said weed
no
footage.
DWC.
Okay. Well then, let's see them pretty plants.
I'm getting back on it. I'm moving away from cocoa. I think I'm done with cocoa.
What is it, sweetheart?
See, we're thinking about going back.
Yeah, we're gonna stick with cocoa. So when we get back, I'm gonna have some cocoa delivered not long after we get back from Texas, and because I want to go back to cocoa. Soil is okay and it works.
Back to Kokomo.
Yeah, back to Kokomo.
That's actually the funny thing about that, Kathy, is that was the name. When we did the first experiment, we had half breed, which was half pro mix and half cocoa. We had one that was all pro mix, which are called promo, and then cocoa, which was grown in the Kokomo. I called her Kokomo, and Kokomo was my favorite.
GMO.
She was the fraud because they were all GMO, so they got
that's really fun.
Whatever they
Kokomo,
were with the
promo, yeah.
That's really fun.
No chomo though. No chomo.
Water still.
None of those around here.
So both these are the super berry from the clone to home. Right here. That's super berry. That's super berry. These are probably day 30 or so, I believe. And this one.
Glad somebody counts.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's almost done.
This is a 4x4. And these are the 9-gallon pots, I believe. So I had them in Fox Farm, but I've been using Build-A-Soil to keep them going. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's Kat's favorite strain, y'all. Superberry, if y'all didn't know that.
My favorite.
So I'm loving this one right here. It's just huge.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
Looking great.
We need to get some of that. I need to get with Chris.
There's a couple other strains I want to try from him also, which is the Fanta, I think it was.
Yes.
Premium Fanta or something like that. And then the other one was the sour socks that I was looking at.
Looks great.
So here, this is a clone. This is the one I just put straight in the dirt right here. And it just started rooting, as you can see. This is Mystic Mountain Blueberry right here. It's a clone of the James Loud I got a while back.
Love that.
And so, yeah, here. This one is, I think these are the Hometown Girl clones. I'm just doing the same thing like Cece was doing. Just trying to throw them in water. You can see some of them already starting to get bumps on them. Hopefully they'll take. And then these, I believe, are critical mass. Or hold on. Let me see.
Holy Toledo said you're killing it.
Thank you, Holy. These are the critical mass ones, and these are the hometown girl ones. And yes, like you said, these you can see I didn't clean up any of them or whatever. They're definitely having a lot harder time of rooting. So yeah, like I said, I'm a firm believer on cleaning them up, cutting the leaves, because on these over here, all these are clones, and this is one that I cut the leaves on, like just the tips, and that one I know like never really wilted as bad or anything. It like act like it was like loved it right away almost. And this one as well. Like I said, this one it still went, but it was like further behind the ones I didn't cut. So in my opinion, like I said, everybody has their own way in doing it. Like it's gonna take or whatever. So all these right here, these are the super berry clones I took off those plants beforehand. And let me see. I believe that is right here. This line is the frozen Havana. So I think I got like 2 or 3, Carl. I might be able to give you. I don't know. I think these 2 are the frozen Havanas right there. And then these should be clones of the Mystic Mountain Blueberry. And then the rest of those are the Loud Dream Candies that I had beforehand. So yeah, like I said, I don't do no clone dome or anything over them. I did have a dome a while back, but I don't know. I don't think it really helped anything. So I don't know. Just play around with it. Cat right here. And then this.
Yeah, it's all looking beautiful.
This thing is it got all messed up when I was moving stuff around. This is that pink pineapple right here. So when I was taking all these over, I basically stepped on top of this plant and trampled it. So I just figured I'd keep it around and show y'all what happened. I'm actually gonna tape it up and just see what it does.
Yeah.
I bet it hulks out.
Yeah. We'll see what happens.
Let's hope so.
And this was a critical mass that I did the same. I just basically put it in dirt. We'll see. It's been wilting a lot, so I don't know if this one's gonna take like this other one did. But only time will tell. At first, this one kind of wilted, but it popped back up.
That's how those 2 novas were done. The 2 nova big ones that are flowering were done in the soil.
Yeah.
Or cocoa.
So
they went into cocoa when they were.
And these 2, yeah, I'm hoping it'll pop back up. Like I said, that Mystic Mountain Blueberry, it did really good in the soil when I just did it. And these are the chicken heads from Silly Rabbit right here. That's a chicken head. This one's a chicken head as well.
You know, it's not nice to call people names, Drew.
You get a chicken head.
And then that is the purple bat. That's also a clone I took off that last purple back before I flipped it. I just transplanted that one in the soil either yesterday or day before. And then these 2 are super berry as well. Like I said, this one I probably actually will keep more long. It started acting a little bit better than it was. I was thinking about keeping this one as the mother, but I think I'm just gonna flip this one, clean it up, flip it, and then let this one come up and take more clones off that one later. So yeah, gotta have the super berry. Always gotta have the super berry.
Always.
Yeah.
Looking good.
Thank you.
Yeah, looking beautiful.
So this.
Woo! Look at that.
This is the hometown girl right here, Silly Rabbit.
That's pretty.
I should have cleaned it up better before I flipped it, but they were in the other tent, and I don't know. It was the one I was having trouble with the yellowing, and I just
looks like she's come back basically. A lot.
So I just have flip them and see what happened. And this
they look like they're doing good.
Mass as well. So this is the same one had the yellowing going on, as you can see, but I kind of like I said, the doctor told me to just basically
keep washing,
flush them with the nutrients. So that's what I did, and I think it worked. Thank you, doctor.
Looking good.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And this is the Loud Dream Candy. This is the clone. This is the clone I took off that last one before I flipped it. And this is the one that I took, the clones I got off the last one. So the ones I just showed you, I took off this plant. And this one's probably day 30 as well. I flipped it probably about the same as that super berry, I believe, or a little bit before. So I flipped these first, and these are the Mystic Mountain blueberries. This one has bounced back really well. Like, it really didn't have as much problem with the yellowing as the other ones did.
Nice.
This one, man, it just won't stop for some reason. I flushed it a few times, and every time it's still just like will come back. I don't know if I'm just burning it now, I guess, but I don't know. So yeah, that's Mystic Mountain Blueberry right there. And then this is the Frozen Havana as well. I was fighting the yellowing as well with the cocoa, and then I just said, what the hell? We'll just go ahead and flip it. And I love the structure on this one. I'm excited to see how it's gonna go and turn out.
That yellow, the blueberry muff, whatever it was, that one. The Mystic Mountain one, the one that looks rough. Rue. That's that Mystic Mountain blueberry, isn't it?
The what?
The one that was looking kind of rough back there.
Yeah.
That's the Mystic Mountain blueberry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. See, I had a couple of blueberry muffin, my banana berry muffin that look like that, and they have that blueberry muffin in them, the same one.
Yeah.
From Humboldt. So I don't think they can handle the higher feed.
Uncle Ed.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think at this point, like I said, I think I was probably helping it, and I probably just gave this one too much. Like, this one looks amazing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I just stopped on this one, and it didn't. This one didn't bounce back, and I probably shouldn't have flushed it again. I probably should just let it take its time. So at that point, I just probably started burning it. But it is what it is. So, all right, I'm gonna jump back over there.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, sometimes you grow a picky bitch, and sometimes you don't.
And I've had clones that are that way from the same mother.
Sometimes it's way too much, or it's not enough. You never know until you grow.
Feel like
it was all beautiful.
Sometimes you don't.
It was all looking great.
What up? What up?
Yes, yes. What up? What up? Yes, all looking good. Pretty
Thank you. If you were talking, I saw my TV muted, so I just now heard.
We were talking about you, not to you, so it's fine.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
You're welcome.
Hopefully just good things.
Yeah.
So now
never.
I know you have talked about cloning stuff, and Rue has talked about cloning stuff, but Kathy hasn't had her chance to talk about her cloning.
Yes.
Did
you want to?
Put her on the spot. Put her on the spot. Put her on the spot.
Yeah. No, I do. Okay, so I'm gonna nerd out. Like, I love the actual. The most important thing to me that I think, like, I always talk about compost, but there's a reason for it. Like, compost is like, to me, it's like the gut biome and the, like, immune system of the plant. So, like, if you're taking clones, we want to integrate them into the most successful environment. And I think when we're doing that, as far as, like, building up the soil so that you have nutrients, because, you know, we're, like, putting a lot of nutrients inside the soil, and this stuff is kind of costly, and we're also, like, you know, like, working to do it. But if we don't have a healthy environment where we've got, like, fungi that's, like, helping convert nitrogen, or we've got fungi that helps to, like, protect roots, we've got like the whole sorry guys, I'm getting so excited about this stuff, but essentially it's just like a symbiotic system where everything works together. And the importance of having that fungi is it's gonna not only, like, boost growth and, like, what's it called, protect from stuff that would leave, like, your roots vulnerable. I've got all of this written down. I'm sorry. I just got excited. But yeah, it even as much as like it's going to affect your watering, and that's going to affect like your nutrient absorption and everything. And a lot of times, like I've been hearing, like when everyone's talking about yellowing and stuff, it's such a tricky thing because it could be deficiencies, and sometimes it could be maybe you are like giving nutrients, but it's not being like received well if there's not like a healthy gut biome, so to speak. But that's just the part that I wanted to go over because I think that's super important because you want to give like your like when I'm doing my trees, I'll try and build up that soil beforehand, and I'll use compost. I'll keep using worm teas and stuff like that so I can keep feeding that, and it's
so
a
you're
lot
feeding
more
the soil
forgiving,
worm tea before you even put it in there is what you're saying.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Because essentially I want it to be like an ecosystem before I put stuff in. Because if I'm putting one of my trees in, let's say it's vulnerable to maybe there's something going around, it's gonna basically like if it's integrating it into the system, it's gonna help with like nutrients. It's gonna know, like mycelium communicates with like trees and plants underground. Our plants do the same thing. So if we have something that has deficiency, that like healthy biome inside there is gonna help feed that. So that's just kind of what I went off on, like having fungi and all of that stuff, and just a healthy environment down there.
Well, we know you're big on your composting.
Yes.
We like.
Yeah, I think it's. I love. I mean, everything about them. Like it seems like such a small thing, but it's not. To me, it's like a kombucha. It's literally like a ecosystem that I am adding to my soil. Like it's a whole life form within itself.
It's a whole world
definitely, and it wants the plants to be successful. And the plants, when you have that, they have access to everything they need, and it's a well-oiled machine. So that's that was important to me.
Yeah. Well, and it's the same thing. It's a lot of people will equate that or understand it a little bit better as you're building your living soil. You're getting everything going.
Yes.
You're even though you're not using Living Soil brand, you're building your own as you go. So it is organic. So everything in there, from the dirt to the root system to anything that was in there before with all the worms eating it or the bugs that are in there that are secreting stuff to help the plants, and you're building up your micros and macros and all of that stuff to make it a good, clean, healthy environment. Because if you're putting your plant into it before it's that way, it's probably not going to do a whole lot, or it won't have enough to eat, won't survive, will have a lot of deficiencies.
Everything's not working together. Yeah. And the cool thing about it is like having like fungi in there makes the difference between, you can have a ton of nutrients, but like having that fungi means it's like stretching out its little fungalanges further to get moisture and to get more nutrients and whatnot. So you're not only like having access to the nutrients, but your plant has a better odds of absorbing that.
Taking them up and getting them.
Yeah. That part of everything's exciting to me.
Sorry. My dog sitting dog over here just got the ball up under the couch, so now he's trying to tear out the bottom of my couch.
I know you're trying to do something, but I really need to get this back immediately.
I really need this ball right now, Mom.
Yeah. I really dropped the ball in.
It's the one that we're dog sitting. One of the balls he's taking with him. He's fucking taking it with him. I'm tired of it. I'm already tired of it. None of our dogs don't play with any of this shit. We had one that did, Danny. She passed away back in, and it's been hard having him here because he's about the same size, about the same color, and walks around head all up, same prissy prancy way that she did. So there'll be times I'll be watching him, he'll walk by and I'm like, Danny? Oh shit, no, she's been dead since Thanksgiving.
Sorry about that, brother.
So it's been real tough.
Yeah.
Like seeing a ghost.
Sorry.
And then he plays with all the balls just like she did. Like she would have been doing the same shit he's doing right now.
Yeah.
So. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's okay. I mean, it happens. It's life.
She was older.
Yeah.
I think she came from a puppy mill. She was very small and brittle, and I took care of her for months and months, nursed her and got her back up to health, and then it was just she was gone. I took a nap. Now I hate taking naps again.
Yeah. It was sad. She wasn't alone though, so it was fine. She was held and loved when she passed, and she knew it, so she was okay.
There you go.
But I mean,
that's
it's
all
a
you
thing.
can really do, man. That's
yeah.
it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna outlive all of my pets. It's a tough thing, and it's something you get used to, except maybe the cats.
Yeah.
Yeah, ghosts will live forever just to torture us in the middle of the night or for early in the morning.
That's funny.
So, let's see.
Well, I got the same thing with my dog. My dog is extremely old right now, and I think we've had at least 4. Oh shit! This is it. He's gone. Say your goodbyes, and that dude will just pop up like nothing happened. Now I'm talking. The first time this happened was like years ago. I mean, he's finally getting there, but
she went downhill in less than a year.
It's wonderful lifing, y'all.
For a big dog, I think he's like at least 17 years old.
Wow.
Oh goodness.
She wasn't that old.
Yeah, no, ours wasn't that old.
German Shepherd.
I mean, it is what it is. As long as, like anything else, you go, okay, we loved our pets, we loved our animals. You know, they knew it. They were happy, healthy. You know, it's the reason we took this little skin and bones pound puppy that got passed around, and now she started filling in, looking like she's a butch old pit bull. So you know she's super happy and and everything. And now she's gotten to be a lazy pound puppy and put on a few extra pounds because she's not as active. She's laid over there looking at me like, quit talking about me.
Hey, give her a break. She's almost 6. Get off her ass.
We couldn't wait until she got a little bit bigger, a little bit older, and wasn't a puppy anymore. So she'd stop jumping all over the place and driving us insane. And then I sit here and say she's being lazy.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Make up your mind. Which way do you want me to be, Mom?
What do you want me to do?
Be lazy.
What do you want from me?
Be lazy.
Lazy.
Oh, hey.
She still gets in your face and scratches your face.
Tree. How does she start with that? Is it any different than what we do on the cannabis plant? Because I'm thinking of cloning these. I can't even think of what they are. Mulberry, yeah. I was about to say Mickleberry.
Yeah.
Ham.
I was going to say, I don't know what you're talking about because you can't clone your chickens yet. So
no, can't clone chickens.
So usually when I'm gonna take something like the lemon trees, especially, and the orange trees, as long as I've got like a small healthy branch, I sometimes will just literally not even do a full cut. I'll do like a clean slice, and I'll yank that down to where it's like a coiler. And the reason why I do that is if I were to like snip it, I would still go to the edge of that and I would cut that up because we're going through thicker bark and the cellular walls of plants are thinner. So with the branches, I would like shred up that edge and even pull up that bark. I mean, really beat it up, because the more that you're doing that, that's going to give it better chances of like absorbing, water and nutrients and all that good stuff. But depending on what it is, if it's like the citrus trees, then I won't do the water method just because those prefer a more acidic environment. And those guys, I'll just sometimes use a root stimulator, but mostly I'll just put them inside my area that I've prepped. The fig tree, that I did the same thing when I first got it. It was already cut, but I didn't know how much time was between like when it was cut and when I got it. So that I shredded up my bottom and I did put inside some water. And then from there, I just, the one thing I try and keep in mind is I don't put too much heat on them, for one, because they don't have a complex root system. And as long as they don't have a complex root system, they're not going to be able to like with the heat and everything, receive as much nutrients and stuff. It's going to be more of a struggle than what they're getting out. Yeah.
Struggle more.
So I'll put those in mid sunlight, and I'll just know that they're going to look like they're on death's door and possibly cross the rainbow bridge for a while. But I know that everything's being focused on trees, especially. They look like doggish for a while before they start looking better. But so that's what I would have done beforehand. Nice. That's been my favorite method, that whole like pulling part. Plus, if you do that slicing part, that leaves you open if you want to start wrapping and adding other stuff to it, and you've got a clean patch. Just add that to it.
Yeah.
So.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Sorry, y'all. Yeah. He's bound and determined to tell me there is a ball up underneath this couch that is not there.
That's fine.
So I don't know. I
have the mulberry tree too.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, this last second to the last storm that we had, like that's my favorite part of like owning. Also, is like we'll have storms and I'll end up with like different branches. Or like my trees will get like ripped up, and I don't have the heart to let them go because I just see the light, and plus I see it as an opportunity just to go ahead and like try and get some roots on that, and so I ended up with like the mulberry, and
we have it everywhere over here. Very rampant.
I know. I'm getting so excited.
Take a breath. Take a breath. Yeah. I mean, when you talk about a subject that somebody loves so much and they're passionate about, it gets you super excited anyway. So,
yeah.
And you're just so happy and bubbly, you get excited about all of it. So it's.
I just love seeing. To me, I think it's so awesome that like when we're growing something, we're looking at the tip of the iceberg of life. But when you think about it, like underneath there's underwear. There's like roots, and then there's all sorts of microbes, and it's literally a whole ecosystem jungle under there. So I think that's really neat.
A lot of stuff going on.
Oh, I'm just as bad. Whoever put that comment there, I can't see it because it's so small. I'm even worse. That's what I get into something and talk about it for days and days and days and days until my wife gets mad at me and yells at me.
Enough is enough.
Leave it alone. We don't have any money for it. I'm like, I know.
I have been driving my parents crazy with these clones. I'm like, you don't understand. Now we have X amount of lemon trees. Now we have X amount of like, orange trees. Remember, we had one of this. We have 3 now.
It is so hard for me right now. I want to pop seeds so bad. Mm-hmm. But we're going to be gone for a week. Almost. So we're doing like we did when we went to Vegas the last time. We're stopping.
Yeah, I'm sitting here going, I got 8 weeks to finish what I have now. Because I can't, I won't
except for
really be able
the
to
autopot stuff.
Yeah, well, the autopots, we're hoping they'll be able to go they'll be fine, hopefully.
Apparently that's what they're for.
Yeah, and then what I'm really hoping is we're harvesting, like just letting them finish up, giving a little bit of water or something, or a little bit of nutrients to the end, and
because
then letting them dry for a day or two.
It's never dealt with them before.
Yes, so he's never
dealt with the plants.
He doesn't take care of plants. And I honestly, when we left, thought about just closing my bedroom door, because our bedroom door has a lock on it.
We can't do that.
Why?
Where are we going to put the cat's litter box and their food?
Oh, we'll talk about all that later.
Okay.
But yeah, I thought about closing it and doing, just so that it kept everybody out of that room and not have to worry about it. But sorry, he is literally looking at the ball and barking at it. It's not going to move on its own.
He wants it to bounce itself.
He does.
Yeah.
That's what I said. He is literally looking at it and barking at it.
This ball is broken.
He still thinks there's something under that couch, and it is not. So, as much as I enjoy dog sitting and playing with somebody else's dog, I'm ready for him to go home.
Ready? How long has it been?
Little baby.
It'll be 10 days total.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, but he's super cute, and I love him, and he gets along for the most part.
Get the hell out of here.
Yeah, but I'm ready for it to kind of go back to normal because our dogs don't bark in the house unless somebody's coming in or out. They don't bark. They don't play with balls. They're just like either want to go out or they want to.
You're bringing a whole lot of energy to the table that none of us have.
Yeah, we weren't prepared for all this energy, bro.
Yeah, we don't have that kind of energy.
I don't know if you know this. We burn around here. We lay back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's our dog. I was finally glad when the big dog was like that.
Yeah, you're bringing too much anxiety and energy to the room. We need you to back off now.
Have you tried doing bong rips in the dog's face?
He also sleeps in bed with us at night because I think he sleeps with them.
Yeah, so our dogs don't sleep in our bed.
Yeah.
And he comes to bed with me, which means he sleeps against my butt all night. He sleeps against my butt all night.
I'm going to sleep.
Yeah.
When I take Susie out, that's what I do with her. And it drives me bonkers because I'll be like up in her face and she's like, "Are we making out right now?" That's perfect. And she's all like, I'm like, seriously, I'm trying to help you out, girl. Like, not. Keep a little pug to yourself.
Yeah.
She's like, "This is perfect." Yeah. Kisses.
So this is what we're doing. Cool.
Yeah. Love it.
Yeah,
she's really sweet. She rolls with it. She's like
the little box that he's been sitting on. Like when I showed him earlier, the little brown and white dog that he was sitting on. That box, we bought that little ottoman box for me because if I want to watch TV, I can't sit on the couch and prop my feet up because I face Cece sitting in my spot where I sit, which is the opposite direction of the TV.
Oh.
So, but he sits on the box and only the box, which means I can't put my feet out in front of me.
That means find somewhere else.
Yeah. So I said, just now he's just picking him up, just picks him up and throws him on the couch.
Yet.
I have not grown one yet. I would love to. Cece has grown one from a seed, and I really want to, but I have not. I grew my lemon tree from a seed, but I would love
to show those.
Oh, it's okay.
Let me go. I'm gonna do it real quick.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah.
Why not?
I'm on my.
It's really impressive.
Hold on. Let me dab around it. It's outside now.
Yes, Always Something to Do sent me a piece of a cactus. So they propagate them.
Oh yeah.
And so Always Something to Do. He sent me what a lot of people just call like the nickname's like the Mexican cactus. It has a longer name.
The Mexican fence post cactus.
Yeah, there you go. So he sent it to me. He cut the top off, yes, and he sent it to me, and it's probably about this long. So I was expecting a little smaller one, and so he sent me like one this size. So I took it, and when you get it, I had to read all the information because I've never grown an actual cactus other than the little one I have from a seed. So I didn't know how to propagate a cactus or anything like that. So I took it and I had to read the instructions. You're supposed to take it, put it in like your super well draining soil or your succulent soil, whatever you're going to grow it in. And then you're going to take it and put it, Chad, then you're going to take that and you're supposed to put it in there and not water it for 4 to 6 weeks. So I didn't water it until today. Honestly, it's been before. It hasn't been long enough, but this is the cut that he sent me.
Is that the other one you transplanted it?
Yes, yeah. I put the little one because I didn't want it. I put the little one in here. I transplanted it and put it into. This is a cocoa with lots of perlite. And I did put my succulent, one of my almost dead little succulents in here. So I want to see if it'll actually pick up and grow over here in this. So I'm keeping it out of direct sunlight for right now because it was in the box for a few days. So it says, slowly introduce it. So it's getting the heat. It's getting some of the sun. And then I'm going to move it a little bit closer, let it get a little bit more of the heat. and a little bit more of the
another
sun.
Another one of these seeds, and we're gonna grow up next to it.
Yeah. So it looks like
a circle
with a shaft, 2 circles and a shaft. You know. So yeah, that's what he was. He's like, well, just grow 2 big old cactus next to it, and you'll have like your dick and balls. And I was like, yeah, let's not do that. So, but I put it in here, and it's got some rocks around the bottom, and then it's got rocks on the top to help just keep a little bit. I've been moving them around a little bit, so. But yeah, I transplanted my little one in there because she needed more room. So I figured she wouldn't grow much bigger in that little glass.
The whole setup now.
So, and there are my loofahs.
Another set of loofahs?
Yep.
Nice.
So, oh, awesome. That's really fun. I've had one of my succulents dangles over, and it just like covers the outside of pots. It's what I have the bird bath lady's hair is made out of.
Yeah.
But I've been sneaking that all over the yard, all over the front, all over the back, and all of the pots. Like that stuff has been taking over,
putting, like, little things in there.
Yeah. I've just been like all of our dry spots, and honestly, it's really good because we have areas in the yard where it's been so hot out here that it's dry and our like ground is splitting and stuff. I'll just toss that stuff inside there just to like save the rooting system and like. But fortunately, my mom loves it. And she's like, you should put more of that. I'm like, that was the plan. That's what this whole place.
Yeah. Well, I will do that.
Sorry. I know.
Cece called it. Cece called it 2 hours exactly.
Yep.
Yeah. Up 2 hours.
Mommy.
On the dot. Yeah.
All right.
See y'all later.
That's Rue's alarm.
Bye.
It's Rue's alarm clock.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, Rue. Have a good night.
You too.
So Chad, what you got growing in the garden out there? So you said that you're in the garden, working in the garden. What you doing over there? Yes, I want to actually, and I want more succulents. I actually want to grow some more. I want to get some more cuttings, and yep, Carl's looking for the China junk. And I want to actually have, at one point I had started, if any of y'all know the little planters that you sit one on top of the other and they're kind of like 3 pieces and you build up, I actually want to get to the point where I have like different succulents that'll like drape over the top and then have smaller ones on the sides. Yeah. And I want to get to that point where I have that kind of stuff to put out and put in my garden. But you know what? Whenever we decide to move, hopefully in the next no more than a year and a half, then I'll worry about getting all that stuff when we move. Because I don't want to try growing any of that and then having to move. Because I'd hate to leave the plants and they die or something happens. So I was just going to wait till we move to do all that. I'd started a little bit of it before, but I was just like, you know what? I'm not going to want to transfer and move plants with me. So, hey.
Cece, do you remember in Hellboy, where they had that one monster that, like, when it would die, it would make the whole city, like, plants were growing and it grew like this big botanical garden?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's the kind of monster that I am, because, like, the past 2 years I went from my home to another place to here, and in all of the places I like, because I can't stand like seeing a bare place, and it's like just instinctive to grow stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I've ended up leaving like things like gardens everywhere, and that's kind of what I feel like, one of those like monsters.
Well, I mean, open earth is a missed opportunity. You know, is how I look at it. There's a place for something to grow. You know, so it can always grow down and grow out. So if you just have like open grass or open garden space, it's, you know, we have a few spots that I want to fill up now with some more plants, but unfortunately I can't cut any more clones or pop any more seeds, because as it is, the ones that are not even in flower yet, I don't know what we're going to do with when we leave. So we'll be gone for a week, but still, I'm kind of going, we're going to have to figure out how to feed these damn things. So, making a wire rolling rack with some fresh clones on it. That's awesome. We were actually just looking at that not too long ago. There's
Which one
a
are you talking
setup.
about?
Chad Westport, he said he was setting up a rolling wire
No,
rack with lights on
The
it.
plants.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh, the
Oh,
clones.
Cece and I were looking at one of those too for activities.
The
Yes.
3.
All of the new clones. The 3 that are the one that's going to be the mother,
The 3
the 3
Novas?
that you're going to flower out. Yeah. And then
And the Joker grape.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
yeah, those are the ones that are not in flower because they're photos. So we're going to figure out what we're going to do with those while we leave. So, I don't know. We'll figure it out. But,
Sounds
yeah.
like he may have to get a lesson in pouring some water.
Yeah. This is my son from another mother. So he's been my youngest son's best friend since they were in 8th grade, right? I think 8th grade. Yeah. So
Freshman year of high school, I think.
either way, so it's
remember.
been at least 5 years. At least 5 years. It's the only kid that I even let come into the house when we were out of the country. So I was like, yeah, he can stay over with you. It's fine. You know, we let the children run the house while we were out of the country.
Aren't we going to let him borrow our son's car while we're gone too to get to work?
Yeah, when we go to Texas, he's house sitting for us to take care of the animals, so he can clean the litter box, feed the dogs, that kind of stuff. I told him if he told me what kind of snacks and sodas he wants, I'd put some food and drinks in the refrigerator for him. So, and we're gonna let him use our son's car to get himself back and forth to work since he's house sitting for us. So, I'm gonna try to leave him.
As in, we trust the kid. So
yeah. So
he's the only friend besides our son's girlfriend that's been in the house that knows what we do.
Yes. Yeah, we don't tell her.
We call him our son's husband, actually, because that's, or his wife, depending on the day. One of them is the wife and one of them is the husband. It switches back and forth.
Yeah, it's just
okay.
So.
But there were times he would have to answer to his best friend before he would go do something with his girlfriend. He'd have to call his best friend and see what he was doing. And I was like, "Gosh, bud, are you cheating on him with your girlfriend?"
So, but I told him not too long ago. I was like, I haven't seen my other. I told my son, I was like, I haven't seen my other son in a while. Is he okay? And he's like, yeah, he's good. I was like, well, tell him his mom misses him and he needs to come home. So he came over the next day and stayed the night, and they hung out. And I'm like, okay. I was like, all right. So, he's a good.
I was ready
kid,
for him to leave. They're just loud.
Yeah, they're loud.
Sounds like a good one.
Yeah.
And they're teenage boys.
Yeah, well, just barely teenagers. I did put the link up there a while ago, so if y'all want to jump on, show your plants, if you didn't know it was there, it is down there. Or you can just come up on panel and hang out with us.
I'm going to have to hop off.
We can just call
I
it
figured
a night,
you would. We could. We just could call it a night, so I could spend a little bit more time with Carl.
I've still got to water plants.
Yeah, we still got to water plants. Actually, to be honest, we don't have one of those because we don't do a lot of drinking in this house. We do have a couple things in the freezer outside. But yeah, they have access to it all the time. So,
bye.
And they're not. So.
Bye. Have a good night.
Bye, Kat.
Y'all too. Bye.
Yeah. Well, I guess our kids would say that we're awesome parents. We're not the normal parents, I guess you would say, but our kids are very trustworthy, honest. They don't lie to us.
My daughter tells me more than I want to know most of the time.
Yeah. So
that's how we are. That's our relationship.
Yeah.
I'm that way with all the kids.
things you wish you could talk to your parents about as far as, you know, drugs, sex, and rock and roll kind of stuff. When you were young, our kids talk to us about. I mean, we know what they do. They don't try to hide anything, which is a good thing. So
they know what we do.
yeah. So it's always open conversations, and we don't judge. Just like in this community, we don't judge other people. You know, it is what it is. You are who you are.
Just don't be an asshole.
Yeah, just don't be an asshole. That's the number one rule.
I do enough of that myself.
Yeah. So you want to be able to have that good working, talking relationship with your family, your kids. You know, I never had the chance to be able to talk when I was younger, to talk to my parents about the stuff that was going on in my life. When it came to guys and doing drugs or anything like that. So yeah, I had the best relationship with my dad that I could possibly have. So I didn't get close to my mom until I got older, until right before she passed. So I should probably need another one of those. Hey. So it's one of those. I always wanted to make sure that it was our kids felt comfortable. You know, we had our son's 21st birthday. He had a few friends over. They had here. We went and got them liquor. They weren't going anywhere. Everybody was staying. We wanted to make sure everybody was safe. You know, there weren't any problems.
We cleaned the house and hid everything. I mean,
well, yeah.
One of his friends knows that I smoke because he smokes also. His other friend we didn't tell because he's kind of a little bitch.
Yeah.
I mean, he talks a lot. I don't like telling him anything because he talks more than I do, and that's a lot.
Yeah. So I think it's important to have a good talking, working relationship with your kids, loving relationship. They can feel comfortable talking to you about anything, asking questions.
Always
as much
been
as
open.
it's,
I mean,
as much as it's not
most of the kids.
Yeah, it's not always fun thinking about having a conversation with your kids about their sex life, but to know that they feel comfortable enough to talk to you about it, to me, is enough. I mean, they don't want to hear about ours, just like we don't want to hear about theirs, but we do have those conversations just to make it, you know, make sure that they know what they should and shouldn't do. And
normal people would be scared at our dinner tables when we were all having dinners with the kids as teenagers. They would think
it's because it was like having dinner with
three frat dudes.
Yeah, it really
That's what
was.
she said.
And sometimes felt like you were having dinner with, you know, a table full of 12-year-olds.
Hey, I never admitted I wasn't 12. I only look 44.
But, you know, we love our children, and I
identify as like 16, really, because I'm kidding.
But it is what it is. So I know we got way off subject on quite a few things this evening.
Always. I don't know why we even try.
Hey, we had a decent conversation. I will say
we do. We got a lot of information. A lot of the stuff that Kathy said about the trees, that was good information.
Yeah.
Oh man, I can't wait. We've got like less than 24 hours and he goes home. Yeah. Did you let her know you're going to be home?
No, I will now, though. Of course, as soon as I get up, he gets the ball. Okay, so
I turned the light on and he got the damn ball. That's all I did was turn the light on.
I know I touched on this earlier before we go. This will be the last, probably, bit of information.
Just do it.
Yeah, honestly, I don't treat clones for autos any different than I treat clones for photos. I probably make sure I take them definitely sooner for an auto than I do a photo.
Normally.
But, yeah, normally. I did happen to take one when it's already starting to flower, so I was like, well, we'll just see what it does. It's already starting to flower. Well, I did do that.
Throw it away anyway.
Yeah, I did do that once before, and that one, it wasn't a strong enough auto, so it didn't take. So I just chunked it, but I'm trying it again because this one seems to be a little bit stronger of an auto. It's a little better genetics than the other one was anyway. So we'll see what it does. But you definitely want to take identify as a cyborg. I identify as a millionaire, but that doesn't mean I actually am one, though, unfortunately. As a cannabinoid? Ooh, which one? Because if you're like one of the earthy, kind of piney ones,
That's terpenes. Those are terpenes, not
they're
cannabinoids.
terpenes. Yeah, cannabinoids.
Cannabinoids.
My cannabinoids are broken.
That's why she can't talk.
Yeah.
Canana.
But you take them a little bit sooner. Same thing. Clean up the stems. Leave the top leaves or cut. I'd say probably cut a little bit of the tips off if you're going to do an auto, just to make sure that it. Terpene is not a cannabinoid. So that's just my brain on mushrooms at the moment. Hey, Eskimos. So, yeah, I forgot what I was saying, y'all. Okay.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah. Oh yeah, autos.
Cloning autos,
thing.
you nerd.
Yeah, there's really not. Just make sure that you have really good, strong genetics. I would suggest something more of a sativa leaning than a high indica plant, just for the pure fact is your sativas will grow a little bit longer and they'll grow a little bit bigger for the most part, tend to stretch a little bit more. So if you're going to clone an auto, do something a little more sativa leaning, but you can get still any of your others, your heavy hitting indicas to probably root. They just won't get quite as big as the mothers will or bigger just because
rough
they grow less. Yes.
Have you been keeping track? Sorry, I'm trying to cough.
No, I haven't.
Okay, so my China junk counts at 26. So I was right on track for the 50.
I lost count at like 16. So I've not been keeping track of the China junk.
I'm at 26 now. So I'm right on track for my normal 50 in a 4-hour time show. She's dealing with that damn dog.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. He knocked his ball under the steps, and then rather than just getting it, he just looks at it and barks. So thank you. We want to get, before I get off to, I want to get some ideas. If you guys, not necessarily in the chat here, but in the comments on the video, if y'all can leave any ideas that you may want to have a show about, anything you want a little bit more information about, you can be as vague or as specific as you want to be. You'll have plenty of time to leave any comments that you want to. If you forget today, something you may want to learn about, if there's somebody that you think we may want on the show that can give some good information. I do have some people I eventually want to add to the lineup as far as asking to be on the show. I just haven't really contacted a whole lot of people. Somebody was like, oh, well, hey, let's have Chris. I'm like, okay. And then, of course, Don was coming out with the app from Candy Can, so I had to have Don on because I wanted him to be able to come on and talk about it. And then, so it's just, we're just kind of adding people as I go. Hey,
Speaking of Can, has he sent out your new Can yet?
I have no idea. I probably need to get in touch with Mo so I can make sure that Can actually gets to me.
So I think they were busy right now. The dogs. I think they were busy because there was Can Fair over in Europe somewhere. What's the name of the Can Fair? Was the thing that went on?
Happy to. Yeah.
And I think they were there because that's where Sebastian was also recently. So I'm pretty sure I saw Mo there. I'm pretty sure I did on Instagram.
Yeah, I'm sure he was there. So, but no, I haven't gotten it yet. So I don't know if he sent it out or not. Probably not. He's got 15 other things
5 million
he's
other
dealing
things going on.
Yeah. So, but back to the show stuff. I really haven't had. If I just happen to see somebody and go, "Hey, I like this person," let me contact them just because it's they've got either a story or some information I want to make sure that they share. But I really haven't gone and tried to get people to come on the show as much. I think I'm getting ready to start doing that and start contacting people. But
I think what you're asking is, who have you not seen on somebody else's show that we might be able to talk to?
Yes. So if there's anybody, that was the question. So if there's anybody that y'all want to actually that hasn't been on a lot of other shows, or somebody that just hasn't been on somebody's show recently. I mean, they've been on other ones, but it's been a little while. Maybe just to check in with them or learn about somebody new. I'm trying to reach out to other different parts of the community, but not because we all tend to stick together on our own groups. I'm trying to branch out a little bit. So people that are fairly new to the community that we haven't really seen or heard a lot about, other content creators that are on different sides of this community that we just don't venture over to too much. Want to try to get people like that. If it's somebody that you know of that I've maybe even never heard of, that you want to see if they can, get on the show, interview them, talk to them a little bit, or just invite them to come hang out. If you want to learn a little bit more about them, we can do that too. So if there's anybody that you want or any certain subjects you want us to go over and talk about a little bit, let me know, because y'all, sometimes I just don't feel like coming up with ideas. So, but I do have some lined up and some other ideas. Oh, another one. The movie coming up soon. Probably next week, we're going to talk about with Rue and Kathy what movie we want to do next for trivia night. But that way we can get it done in the next 2 to 3 weeks. So if we talk about it next week, we'll figure out what movie we want to watch, and it'll probably be the following week after that. So 2 weeks, we'll do another trivia night and watch another movie. Okay. That's good. Okay. All right. So we'll need to
That's if you're or did you get the GUTS part of that? Girl under the stairs.
Yes.
Okay. I was trying to make sure you read. I read through. That's why I turned my camera off. I was reading through because I saw Manny and I was like, "That's going on the stairs. What's up?" And it was Eskimo. I knew because it was homie.
Yeah.
Said it in person.
Yeah, they did. We were actually just talking about that earlier today too.
Because I saw his reel about his YouTube video about cats and cannabis. Because he just got a new kitten.
Yeah.
Actually.
Oh, yes, he did. It was so cute. Spooky. Name the kitten Spooky. Yeah. So, but that's pretty much it. I don't really have a whole lot else to talk about this week. Y'all, I'm going to go. We're going to end it a little bit early this evening. Figure 2.5 hours is pretty good. I'm going to go hang out with the hubby. That one right there. That guy. So I can spend some time with him.
Rest in peace.
Yep.
Everyone we've lost recently.
Yes, absolutely. So y'all, everybody stay happy, stay safe. As Rue would say, smoke weed. I'm going to say do mushrooms. So, but everybody have a wonderful night, and we will see y'all next Saturday. Night.